It's the peak of spring in Lebanon, traditionally a time of hope and renewal. 12-year-old Nariman is spending it in a tent on the street after Israeli strikes made her an orphan.
I was at my aunt's and we heard there was a strike. I said, let's go to Mama's. We went and found the building had collapsed on Mama and Papa.
The conditions are harsh, but this fractured family carries on.
What do? I can't leave them. I can't leave the girl. I can neglect myself, neglect my husband, but I can't leave the girl. She's missing a mother and a father. Thank God she's 12. If she was older and more aware, it would have ruined me.
There's little sign the fighting will let up anytime soon, and Lebanon's government is bracing for a long-term crisis.
Of course, we're trying all our efforts to make sure that we can at least cover all those that are in shelters. And then the other question, of course, will be the timing. I mean, how long this will last.
The community spirit here is strong, and volunteers work hard to get food to those who need it.
We had rations, which included fruits and vegetables. We also tried to target all groups present in their shelters, such as children with special needs, women and men.
But in a country trying to rebuild through relentless conflict, that sense of community is being tested.
And this is another challenge, ensuring the social cohesion, making sure that people still love each other, if you will. And I mean, I fundamentally do believe the Lebanese have that, and we have most of the examples, fantastic examples of the hospitality all over. But at the same time, people's resources are stretched.
Israel's defence minister says his military plans to destroy every home along Lebanon's border with Israel, barring hundreds of thousands of people from returning. Despite everything, Nariman imagines better days ahead.
I hope I can go back to school. I hope I can play with my friends again, and that life returns to how it was before. It's ugly. I hope it will become more beautiful.
A simple prayer in the midst of a complex humanitarian crisis. Rebecca Johnston, ABC News.
Well, Ahmad Badr is an advocacy manager for the Norwegian Refugee Council based in Beirut. He says Israel's campaign threatens to further isolate southern Lebanon.
Any plan to occupy parts of southern Lebanon or impose a new security zone raises serious concerns. We are already witnessing patterns on the ground, including the targeting of at least 7 bridges and key roads, which is contributing to the isolation of the south. This would be, of course, devastating for hundreds of thousands of people. It would prevent families from returning, deepen displacement, and further destroy any hope of recovery in communities that have already suffered repeated violence. People in the south are not only afraid of the bombs today, they are also afraid that they might not be able to return tomorrow. So imagine losing everything, and on top of that, losing the hope of ever going back to your home. So I can say we are already seeing the impact. Entire areas are depopulated, homes destroyed, and access to basic services disrupted. Civilians must be protected at all times, and any military operations must fully comply with IHL, including the prohibition of forced displacement and the protection of civilian infrastructure.
And if Israel does go ahead with this, is there anything to stop, this further occupation from happening?
Yes. So the only solution would be a ceasefire agreement. This is the only solution to stop this. So there should be de-escalation initiative in order to stop this.
You spoke about the plight of the people living in southern Lebanon. We know that more than 1 million people have already been displaced. Can hospitals and aid groups and government support keep up with the demand for more and more people that are requiring this in Lebanon and would require this should more Israeli forces go into southern Lebanon?
So maybe I could give you an overview about what's happening, about the humanitarian situation in Lebanon. So, as you know, Lebanon is facing a massive humanitarian crisis at scale. In just a matter of days, over 1 million people have been displaced. It's roughly 1 in 6 people in the country. So this is the second escalation in less than 2 years, and people are living in fear, uncertainty, and exhaustion. There's also the mass evacuation orders. They have been issued to large areas across the country, including all of the south, parts of Bekaa, and all of Beirut southern suburbs. This represents around 15% of Lebanon territory. Strikes are affecting multiple regions, including densely populated areas, and there are no clear, safe places for civilians. Families are fleeing overnight, often multiple times, with very limited options. Till now, at least 1,268 people have been killed, and 3,750 persons were injured. Civilians and civilian infrastructure must be protected at all times. You're talking about the south. We're seeing disruption in services in the south. So hospitals are not fully functioning. The needs are high. So if we're talking about occupation of invasion of the south, it would be hard. Till now, we're already facing the load on the different services. So if there would be an invasion of the south, that would be more harder on the different services, including health services. Until now, we witnessed around 51 paramedics that have been killed while trying to save lives. They were targeted. Hospitals were also targeted. Health centers were also targeted. I think the need would be the de-escalation. If there was a de-escalation, we could keep up with what we have. So there should be an immediate de-escalation in order to keep up. Maybe I could add a last sentence. Families are not thinking about tomorrow. They are thinking about how to survive the night, where to run next, and whether they will be able to return home.
Okay, Ahmad, really do appreciate you giving us your thoughts and giving us a sense of what the situation is there on the ground. Thank you so much.
Thank you.